I've been really fortunate to work for McMaster University for a number of years now. As a sessional instructor in the summers, I'm teaching students who are taking the regular first year chemistry program. Either they weren't successful during the school year, or they're trying to actually upgrade the course or take the course that they can get into their program in September. I've been really fortunate to work with that group. It's been a good challenge for me to figure out how to take what I do in the classroom on a day-to-day basis, which tends to be very interactive and very one-on-one personal engaging with the students, and scale that up to a larger classroom. One year I was actually fortunate enough to work during the school year, so September through to April, filling in on a maternity leave. And with that opportunity, I got to really test my skill set when it comes to teaching and engaging students. Now, instead of just teaching 200 students, which is big enough, now I had 435 students in my classroom. It was great. It gave me a good opportunity to figure out strategies to use, and a lot of the times technology I helped to leverage. While I've been at McMaster, I've been fortunate enough to be on a number of technology-based projects with them. We've developed podcasts to help support students and their learning. We've brought in iClickers, which are student response systems, to make the lectures more engaging. And one summer I piloted it, and then the year that I was actually working full-time at McMaster, I was able to bring that in so that all of our lectures then started using that technology. And what we found was that it improved engagement with the students. They were much more engaged in the lectures. They knew that the questions were coming so that they could pay attention and focus in on the content to be able to respond. In addition to working in the chemistry department, I was also fortunate enough to work with the ISI program in its first year, its infancy. And this is an integrated science program which ties in a number of different disciplines into one program. And as part of that learning, I was part of a team that got to work together to develop the projects that integrated all the different disciplines and look at how we could leverage the technology that the students were bringing to help them with their research. So we looked at using tools like Google Docs and Evernote as part of their research process and their data collection, so that we could then reflect on how well they did with their learning as we were going forwards. All of my experiences at McMaster have been really positive, and I was fortunate enough while I was there for the full year to share a lot of my experiences. I joined a professional learning team that was looking at technology initiatives, and interestingly enough, they're having similar discussions to what we have in high school. The fact that students bring technology, but that means they often disengage from our classes, and what does that mean for our teaching, and how do we re-engage the students into what we're currently doing, and can they truly multitask? So a lot of those conversations that we have here in the high school and this elementary level were happening up at the university level. I presented at a number of symposia there around the use of technology and around the high school to university transition. As I think that I'm in a unique position teaching both at the university and the high school, I kind of know where the students are coming from and where they're headed to. I think that my experiences at McMaster have been beneficial on both ends. I've learned a lot about my own teaching style, my teaching practice, and in using technology to engage a large group. And I also think McMaster's learned about how the high schools actually are operating, and some of our policies and practices, and when curriculum changes, what that actually means and how we bring that about. So it's been a really good two-way relationship, and I've really enjoyed my experiences at Mac.